Check this out. This is when the object passed between the cameraman and the guy that is talking. Then he say, what was that? Oh man, we gotta go, this is freaking me out. But look what happened when he said that. He must have seen a flash or something, but I caught what it was. See that? Did you see that thing that went up and it went all the way to the clouds? Check this out. Let me just back up a couple of frames. Oh, too past too much. It was 18. There, that's when the thing went by already. Check it out. He goes around the cameraman, then look. To be patient because it was so quick. There, look, that's the deal that passed between him and the camera guy. That thing right there. That's the exact same thing that flashed over our heads in 1973 when we watched this light in the sky at 9:30 p.m. on a school night that my brother said we were talking to another guy in front of his building entrance, and my brother said, we gotta go to school in the morning. Let's go, Kike. So for some reason I turned around. I don't know why. They probably made me do that. This light that was, I turned around and looked directly to a light that was up in the sky about 2 miles away, but it was so bright. I say, wow, that's Venus, it's so bright. And my brother said, well, how come Venus, is that Venus? How come the clouds are passing over it? Whoa. And that began a major deal. That thing followed us to our house. We went, it's a long story, well, not that long, but when we were up on the bridge, we walked 2 blocks to see the light, where it was, and then we see this smaller light rotating underneath. We all say at the same time, that's a UFO. So I started whistling real loud, like that, but super loud, and that thing started coming down, or getting bigger. I was like, oh my God. So my brother and the other guy, Oscar, rest in peace, they took off running, and I was like, wait. I didn't have time to say nothing else. I just started running down the bridge. The bridge was a huge bridge that passed over a river and an 8-lane expressway. So imagine, it had to be very large and tall. About, I would say about 8 stories high. That's why we went over the bridge to see what. So anyway, when we were running down the bridge, I started seeing flashes over their heads and over my head. I was feeling them. And that it was exactly like that, about 1.5 feet long. I take or give or take, that thing is about 1.5 to 2 feet long. I don't know, but I saw there were colorful flashes like that, streaks flashing over our heads. And when we were running, I finally stopped, and we were hearing like a voice in our head saying, don't try to alert anybody. Nobody's going to listen to you. Don't waste your time. It's futile. And my brother and the other guy were like, I asked him, you hear that voice? I say, yeah. You hear that too? Yeah. I say, are you watching that? They're flashing things over my head? Yeah. I say, oh, they're flashing over your heads too. It was so surreal. And sure enough, we look around, there was not a single person at 9:30 in a city that had almost 2 million people, a medium-sized city. It's not even that large at all. At that time, there was nightlife like New York. There was not a single car as far as we could see, not even on the expressway. That was impossible. This entity had total control in their area. And they were zeroing on us. They had us. So we kept walking, and so we ended up going to our house to wake up our family, because we broke windows in the building next to the bridge, and nobody came out to see the light. And that was a big, that was a freak show. Anyway, this is, see, I never seen that before happening on someone else. The same exact thing. And look, the cloud is not moving. It's sitting there, and that hill, that wind should have gone up and blow that thing away or apart. That cloud, that's supposed to be cloud. No, the cloud is still sitting there solid. All you can see is things coming down on the ridge and going back up slowly, making it look like it's a small, flakes cloud. But the cloud has solid shapes to it, solid rectangular edges and stuff. This is not cloud, this is a craft. In fact, it's a fleet of craft, and I bet you that is there are tunnels and a base under these mountains. This is a huge ass base, because they were going down and up those little smaller cloud, and you can see like a hatch opening. This is incredible. You gotta watch this video. This is incredible. And this is when the guy say, what was that? And then he said, man, we gotta go, dude. This is freaking me out. It's a mini, the mini 18, well, hold on, 1614 or 1814? 1614. But it was 2 frames. That's all I could catch. I caught it right here, which is even more clear. I'm gonna try to back it up, but listen what the guy say.
What was that? Dude, you know what, dude? I think we need to get out of here, man. This is really starting to freak me out, dude. Hold on one second, man.
See? He saw, he couldn't see it well because that was so fast. And look, the thing is open an eye. Check it out. The cloud opened an eye. It made a huge eye. Like, did you see that? Did you like that? Look, and the object went into the cloud. Check it out. The cloud made it had 2 side eyes. That left side eye got bigger, and like, hey, did you like that? Because he was talking about the cloud and what he was doing. He was describing exactly what was going on. that they were sending the smaller cloud down into the hill and back up into the cloud. That was a major activity, and you can see that they're already opening the hatch to go into to send down another small fleet of craft covered with clouds. In fact, the entire sky is false. This is all like a membrane, a holographic membrane. That blue, I can see tubes, vertical and horizontal and diagonal. This is like a grid, a grill. But check this out. Let me see if I can catch the light exactly before he passed between him and the guy. Was right in between the guy. Oh, look, there is an orb right there. Oh my God, 2 orbs, 3 orbs. 1, 2, 3. Every time those orbs came close to the camera started going. Trrr. Check this out. Wow, I didn't see that before. Now I'm seeing it. I'm paying more attention to the look. There's one orb right there. Check it out. Whoa. Then there is another one. Where is it? Right there. It's like they told him, hey man, shut up. Quit ratting on us. Look, there is the other one right there. That's the other orb, and the third one is like under the cloud. Check it out. That's the third orb. Look, right under the cloud. The cloud, no, the craft. That's what that is. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I knew this video has so many things that this guy didn't even see. I bet you he didn't even see any of that after he reviewed it. When he posted it, he didn't see that either. It takes you have to see a lot to start, catching up with little things that flash so quick. That's why you have to review in a slow mode. Oh my goodness. Now I see exactly how they did that. They send these little orbs. There it is. It is about 2-3 inches big, maybe. These two are parallel to each one, while the other one is up on the hill, closer to the craft. This one and this one right here. Look. There it is. See, I wasn't lying to you. Cameras don't blink. They can see, look, it is like a small head. Of course, it's not. It's just, it looks almost like that. A nose, 2 eyes, and it is not. It's really a small craft, a scout craft or whatever they use it for. But they tag him and the whole family. When the thing got frozen, I saw the same thing all over the kids and the lady. And probably the cameraman got him too, but he's recording, you can't see him. But oh my God, he did a good job by capturing all of this. That's amazing that he did that. I tip